My name is Andrew L. Garza, born on 1/15/1971. On today's date, I make this video again, as I'm going to post it here, and I'm going to decide how I'm going to post it. I'm going to think very carefully on how I'm going to post it, what I'm going to say, and who I'm going to send it to, as this would be the last and final attempt to reach out to anyone besides any official of the City of Lansing, State of Michigan, federal government, here in the state of Michigan. As I've been a resident of Michigan for 49 years, and I was born and raised here in Michigan, I'm very appalled by what's going on around me. I'm very appalled and I'm very disgraced by, number one, is I've always treated people as equal as I can. As equal as I was taught to is not to judge, not to disbelieve, or not to discredit anybody's integrity, will, power, comfort, faith, or to ever disrespect anyone's home. That's just who I came from, and as I came from a generation of a very well-loving family, a Christian background, my grandparents, 72 years of marriage in the Lansing area. It's an honor to have their last name, to have my grandfather's last name, to be a part of a family that has so much history in Lansing. At 72 years just in marriage and matrimony alone speaks of the truth of the Word of God in itself and what you're supposed to believe in when it comes into holy matrimony and unionship. As we talk about unionship and we talk about matrimony and we talk about all the above, this flag that I'm holding in my hand right now, there was a certain person, an individual years and years ago. He was a great leader. And he represented the United States. And when the United States became a state, a country, a place of its own, and it was separated by borders, Canada, Mexico, Hawaii, all the above. When we became a United States in a whole, and now with all the states we have governors, lieutenant governors, the staff of the lieutenant governors, the governors, and all the people that are elected into official office. This flag right here, if it wouldn't disrespect my family, if it wouldn't disrespect me serving in the military, my brother, my father, Vietnam vet, my grandfather, my stepfather, who was just like a father to me, and all the family that I have, I'd take this flag right now and I'd burn it. That's how I feel about the United States of America. Right now, as a whole, as a country. And not that I want to disgrace any certain individual in the United States of America, or do they deserve to be humiliated on national TV or YouTube or Facebook or any of the above, and any social media. This is my feeling right here, is what I feel, because of what I've been through. Not to discredit anyone and what they believe in, that they're proud of the flag, as I was once proud of the flag too, and I got up every single morning, and the first thing I did was hang my flag, and I did it in a military formation, in a military style. I put that flag out with honor, and every single night I rolled it up with honor. Never disrespecting it, leaving it in the rain, never disrespecting it and leaving it blowing in the wind in a way it wasn't supposed to, and never did I ever not think about what that flag represented, what it meant, what it stood for, and what the hope that we have of the part of freedom and the Privacy Acts. And not just the hope, but the American Constitution of the United States of America that was built for an individual like me, and built for an individual that lives across the street from me. It was built for individuals as a whole. As a whole part of a nation. As united, we're supposed to stand under one God. I'm not going to go there with any kind of religion, because it's not my belief, or is it right for me to judge anyone's particular religion or what they believe in or who they want to be, because of their sex, racial, gender, or all the above. But the fact is I have factual truth about what I've been trying to report for quite some time now. And it's gotten to the point to where that the City of Lansing, the officers of the City of Lansing have just ignored me and disgraced me in a very humiliating way. I've kept this from a lot of people because it's a bigger part of the story that I just don't want to tell and I can't tell. But I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to lose what I've already got lost. My hope, my values, my faith, my soul, my inner core, and all the above. So therefore, I'm going to ask this. If a person or individual was such a discreditable individual and was speaking the truth and telling the truth and continues to post YouTube videos, Twitter, Instagram, all the above, why isn't it that an official from the state, city, federal, government, any of the above, city, township, or municipal, village, or all the above, discredit you before they know you? Why is it that you're made fun of and shamed by so many damn people that don't even know the truth about you? As I used to be a very strong believer, my faith is coming back again. And I've made some decisions in my life that probably weren't the best decisions or probably the right decisions, but you know what? I paid for them dearly. And I'm not going to sacrifice the rest of my life for stupidity, indignity, for people that don't want to be as one, for people that want to judge and not give and take and not be concerned about their own well-being and be concerned about someone else's well-being. There's so many people in the world, not just in the United States, but that are doing without and that are hurting and are suffering because of bullying, hacking, being cornered, don't know how to stand up on their own 2 feet because they're scared. I was put in an incident tonight where I had to make a choice. And I've been planning for this choice for quite some time. I was minding my own business as I do every single day. And one of the cars that's always following me in the group of cars that continues to follow me, that I've been reporting for months, years on end now, it's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's like, for whatever reason, people don't want to take the credibility of me. I don't know, because if it's the color of my skin, or if it's because of what people think of me, or because of what I do in my life. Well, if that's the case, if you're judging me because of a decision, because of what you've heard, and because of not what you know, to hell with you. And get on down the road. Because you sure enough hell don't know who I am. And just because of this color in the skin does not mean anything else but that I have values and I'm darker than you. But I would treat anyone, any individual, and any human being with humanity, global respect, and most of all, the comfort that comes with caring and loving within yourself and for yourself because of your body, mind, spirit, and soul. I would never ever discredit anybody without sitting down and talk to them first. And I don't even think that I have the right to give anybody any discredibility if I don't know what they're talking about. I'd have to do some research, and I'd have to honor what they're saying before I could judge them. As there's a very important word that I've been using and I continue to use, and I have the documentation, I have all the proof, and 2 investigators that I cannot expose, an attorney that I cannot reveal, because of how long I've been planning, how long this has been happening to me. It's not just a story. It's a big story. It's a story of truth. It's a story of empowerment. It's a story of dignity that goes without respect. It's a story of love that has no comfort. It's a story of comfort that has no value. And it's a story of a person on a land that was created to be equal for everyone is being violated through his Freedom Acts and his Privacy Acts. A man of honor is everyone that exists in this part of in our world until they prove themselves wrong. And even if they prove themselves wrong, if they correct their mistakes and stuff, they are still to be honored as a human being. They're still to be honored as an individual for what they believe in, not for what I believe in, because my normal might not be their normal. But I am not that person to decide who's right and who's wrong. That day will come for all of us. But the day that this continues to happen to me, and I made a choice today that was made quite some time ago, that if I'm living in a world of hate, deceit, lies, shamefulness, and corrupt leader officials, city police, state police, federal government, all the above, you're right. This flag means nothing to me. Because without authority, there is no leadership. And without leadership, there's not a chance for a person like me or a child that I may have bared through my wife or another couple may have bared. They have the right to dignity, respect, honor, and most of all, community support. As an individual and as a child. So therefore, I'm going to stand strong and I'm going to fight for every single child in this world that cannot stand on their own, or every person that in this world that cannot stand on their own, that has been bullied, hacked, played with, cornered, and lied about and deceived, and someone taking advantage of them and used them in identity theft and all the above. Because how would you know about me without knowing the truth? Just as I don't know about that child that's supposed to be innocent until they're old enough to make their own damn decisions. So shame on the parents for not leading them in the right direction with the authority for the steps that were too great to bear, that were not yet forgiven. Because I've forgiven all those that have hurt me. But I'm having trouble comprehending and having trouble understanding why it continues to be such a problem to help an individual like me. To put a police detective on my corner and watch the traffic. As I got so many videos, I think I got about 400 some odd videos now. License plate numbers, background checks, investigators, one of a federal agent of 34 years with the Federal Bureau of Investigators, another one of 26 years who was retired lieutenant of a detective agency. I've been threatened to be killed. I've been hit over the head with the butts of a gun. I've got marks on my face. I've been suffocated, been shot at illegally with tear gas. And tonight somebody wanted to get a Glock on my ass because I was moving a little too slow. And I raised my hands like this and I said, shoot. Shoot! Don't be a coward like the United States government, like the United States of America. Reach out and give instead of take, and do for yourself. This world lacks a lot of authority. This world lacks a lot of things that we are missing in this world, not because of who we are, but because of what we represent and who is representing us. Because of the lack of unity, love, and comfort that stands for all of us, not just one of us. And if there's not a person that watches this video and that gets this video, and it's not going to be posted tonight because I'm going to be very careful how I post it. Because the people that are following me and hacking me, they're going to tell you they're right around me all the time. And as soon as I send something, it never gets through. So therefore, I have to be careful. And I cannot let people know my second move or my first move or what my thoughts are here. Because once I do, I've been defeated of everything that I know, I learn, I respect, and I have dignity for within myself and for others. And what I know will protect a lot of other people as well. But I have not been given the opportunity nor the chance of a lifetime to explain or to prove. Instead, I've just been judged. So therefore, to the United States of America, and especially to the government and city officials of Lansing, Michigan, and the state of Michigan. My name is Andrew Lee Garza. I live at 1364 Lansing Avenue, Lansing, Michigan, 48915. That's my primary because I take care of my mother that has dementia. My residence is 1319 Massachusetts Avenue, Lansing, Michigan, 48906. That's my secondary. My telephone number is 517-242-9028. 517-648-5023. My best friend and business manager, Diane Hickens, of 38 years. As I am a human being and a creature of this world, I don't expect nothing more than what we get out of what we put into it. And I'm putting in 100% effort of everything I have right now to stand on my own 2 feet. And if people have been through, any one person, and I'm not saying that I'm the best or the baddest, but I tell you what, I'd like for somebody to walk in my shoes every day. And then you tell me how you feel at the end of the day to be able to keep a smile on your face and keep a positive attitude and with the energy that is needed to be able to focus, live, and to endure and to understand what it is that God's asking of me. And not that I'm right or my beliefs in God or faith are right or 100% neither or nor have I said anything about being a priest, a Christian, any of that, or Jesus, any of that. People, number one, the key word is a 6-letter word, hacked. 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 Means everything I say, do, or post can be compromised by any individual of the United States of America and globally, worldwide. I've been hacked. I am not putting anything out there, sending videos to anything. I'm not denying that if anybody wants to know anything about me, all you got to do is come and ask me. I'd be happy to show you the documentation. I'd be happy to show you and to prove my proof. But you know what? That's a coward for you. The difference between a man telling the truth and a coward not coming and finding the truth. And therefore, for the state of Michigan, to hell with you. Because I take this challenge and this fight on my own for every worthy American of the United States of America, but more so for every child in this state that doesn't deserve government, city officials, elects like you. They deserve a better future. And with people like you, you're not the future that I would leave my kids in. And I have 5 beautiful children, 3 beautiful daughters and 2 sons that love their father very much and grandchildren that I adore. But my life has been taken away from me. And a lot has happened. But the federal government of the Bureau of the United States, they told me to call back 3 months. I've been cleared mentally, physically, health. I don't have a damn thing wrong with me. I've never denied not using a drug in my life or whatever, but you know what? Probably 75% of the people of the United States of America use some kind of supplement or whatsoever. But I've never lost control, been admitted to a hospital because of drugs, any of the above. Never had a criminal background of any kind of violence whatsoever. So therefore, it is as I stand today. I, Andrew Lee Garza, born here in the state of Michigan, in the United States of America, Only reason I do not burn this flag is because of the honor that I'm giving to everybody else. But for you government officials and city officials, you don't deserve the badge that you wear or the oath that you swore and took. I hope that you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law if something happens to me. And I'm already being tortured. And I hope every damn law is implemented on people like you, just so someone else doesn't got to go through what I go through.